everyone. My name is Lindsay Piatek, and as Marta once said, never give up and be confident in what you do. There may be tough times, but the difficulties which you face will make you more determined to achieve your objectives and to win against all odds. How many of you remember your last of senior year? Your last test, your last class, or last game? Well, if it wasn't for me losing hope, I would have missed my final basketball and lacrosse season. I didn't lose faith, I didn't give up, and I pushed through all my obstacles. So today, I'm going to tell you how I tore my meniscus, how I overcame all the obstacles that tried to get me down, and finally, how you guys cannot lose faith, you can't lose hope, and you can push through any obstacle. So, how did it all start? It was a rainy day in October, and it was open gym. Since I was the captain of my basketball team, I had to run it. My coach would always joke around, don't go too hard because I don't want anyone to get hurt. Well, my friend Hope was dribbling down the court, put up a shot, I went up for the rebound, and I came down and my knee jolted out. I knew right away something had happened. And I knew right away that something had happened, and it was not a normal little thing with the knee. It was definitely more intense, like a tear or something. So after that, I just played through it. I would tape it up, I would ice it, but that was it. I didn't tell anyone, I didn't tell the trainer, I didn't go to the doctors. Well, on February 27th, it was my last home game against Paul 6. And I was playing defense against a girl. The girl ran right into me, we collided knees to knees, and unfortunately, I couldn't hold it in that time. Went right down, started crying, and was rushed to the hospital. After many MRIs and x-rays, I found out from the doctor that my high school sports career was over. But what that doctor said was not the only obstacles that hindered me. So, what are all the obstacles that hindered me? First, the fact that I tore my meniscus was kind of a big obstacle. Next, most people would go to the doctor and not try to hide it, but I did everything in my power to try to hide it. I wouldn't even tell most of my friends because I didn't want them to slip it out to somebody else. I was in pain 24/7. I'd be taking a math test and my knee would start cramping up because it was just always painful. Next, my trainer kept asking what was wrong and why I had to tape up my knee. I just said it was some superstitious thing, but really it was because I was in so much pain. I could hardly walk, and a week away was our senior trip to Disney. How was I going to go on all the rides and walk around in parks with a torn meniscus? I had to get surgery and I had to do physical therapy, and for this, it was going to be at least 6 months. I lost all my hope, I lost all my faith, and I said, it's never going to happen. So how did I overcome these obstacles? First, I tried some things on my own. I tried the old Rice method of rest, ice, compression, and elevation, even though I didn't really rest. Next, I tried to tape up my knee and just stay strong and play it through. Next, the doctors and physical therapists tried to help me as much as possible. The doctor actually got me into surgery a week after it happened, which was unbelievable, and the physical therapist would stay extra hours just to help me out. Then, my friends, family, coaches, and team were always there for that extra support and that strength that I needed when I was having a down day. But the thing that pushed me through the most was God. With my faith, my prayers, and even more prayers, a miracle happened. I didn't lose faith in Him, and I stayed strong. I knew He was going to get me through it, and that's why I only missed 4 lacrosse games, and I was back a month after I tore my meniscus. Because I didn't lose faith, you can't lose faith either. As Hebrew 11 says, faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance in what we can't see. God loves us, and He doesn't want us to ever fall. He's by our side, and we need to have confidence in Him at all times. Have faith in Him, and He will get you out of any obstacles. Stay strong, and stay positive. You can't have faith and be negative. God says lean on family members and friends as well. So lean on those family and friends if you need to. But all together, you need to keep your faith, you need to stay strong, and you need to push through the obstacles that you don't think you can. I almost missed my final basketball and lacrosse season because I almost lost faith, but I realized I couldn't. Today I told you about the pain of me tearing my meniscus. I told you about the obstacles that tried to hinder me from playing, and then what I did to overcome those obstacles. Finally, I reminded you that no matter what the situation, do not lose faith and you will overcome those obstacles. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You can all do things through Christ who strengthens you. Thank you very much for listening to my speech. Remember, you can overcome any obstacle